This is a Minecraft village that my granddaughter Talisa and I started during Thanksgiving. Uh, and we just built a bunch of houses on a super flat map, and this is what it became. This is like our first street that we began, and the whole idea was just to see what kind of nice houses we could come out with. I think that was my first one, my iron and bedrock one on this map. And I think that was Talisa's first one out of stone, and she used XX fish fish XXP's a poop's idea of the fire leading up to it, which is a really cool effect. By the way, his name is Kane, and that's what he'll be known as throughout the rest of this video. This is one I made with gold, and it was kind of, I'd call it gaudy if I was looking at it, but it's alright. And I don't know if Khalees made that one or if CJ made it. To be honest, Aim Titan is his gamer tag. This one I made at my daughter's request, and this became Seymour Farms. She wanted a large farmhouse and place for animals, and everybody who comes here, they're kind of impressed. They want to live in this one, and I tell them, no, it's taken, not for sale, belongs to Seymour. In the backyard, it has a brick barn and an area for chickens and a nice little pond for everything. And I had animals back here, you know, sheep, cows, etc., pigs. But when people come here, they seem to get off on killing my animals. I don't know why, but they do. Okay, you'll get a little glimpse of the first house that Hog Hunter, Tristan, built. He'd never built anything in Minecraft till he came here and started building. This is the village, and we just kind of spruced it up and made it look a little bit better. And then we went on. I did put a rail cart around the whole thing so that you could ride from one end and all over and look at it, which was kind of time consuming. But we'll go this direction. There on the left is a house that CJ built also, and he made like different textured for the stairs, and I thought that looked nice. Next to that is a house that Elizabeth, my younger granddaughter, made, and she put so many beds in it we started calling it an orphanage. Elizabeth came up with the idea of putting an archery range here, and she started it, and then I took over, and then Kane took over, and then everybody just jumps in and gives their ideas, and pretty soon you have a nice little archery range. Elizabeth put down in fire, Meemaw's cool, and then Kane had to add to it, yeah, well, she's my Meemaw, or something to that effect, or that's you, or something, I don't remember. But anyway, and this is our little pixel art area. We haven't got a lot, but we have enough to begin with, and we'll add to it. I got some of the ideas for these particular things from Trenton's map. And over here, Kane had built like a fence out of the cactus and the sand on top of it, but he didn't really finish it, and he just left it and started making a fence. So I thought, well, I like the idea, so I took it and then went with a sand castle. I thought that really fit perfectly with it, and everybody that's come has really thought I did a good job on that. Next to that, you'll notice there's a great big, like, orange ball-looking thing. Trenton did that, and it kind of looks like where the New Year's Eve ball would drop in New York or something. And there's a church that we made. I say we only because I like to try to give credit, but I actually made most of it. This is one of the more recent things I added to it, which is a park, and I put a little bit of everything in it. Hot tub, pool, grill, wishing well, swing set, play sandbox, and then I saw a beautiful idea on YouTube to make a basketball court. And you can actually play basketball by throwing the ender pearl. Kane and I played that the other day, and we both actually made baskets. It was kind of fun. This is the Christmas area that we began at Christmas time, practicing for a map we were making for Elizabeth. Kane made the snowman, and I copied his idea and made the large ornament and some of the other stuff. I can't remember who made the Santa Claus. Anyway, we had made so many houses at that time, we decided on something different to do, and I'll show you what that is now. Although first you'll notice there's a house with diamonds that Steelers Craze Alexis did, but that was long after we began the original project. The original project Khalees and I were doing, and after we'd built the first street or two or whatever and we're doing stuff, I got the idea for an inspiration for an exclusive gated community, and it became known as Golden Acres. Golden Acres was going to have golden streets, and We put a great big giant lake down it, river, whatever you want to call it, and the idea was to build exclusive looking houses in it, not what I would call gaudy looking ones. I mean, it was going to be like the colors that you truly maybe find in a nice gated community in a, exclusive area. So this was my side of the lake, and the other side was Khaleesi's, but she didn't get too much done with hers. I didn't get so much done that first week, but then I've been adding to mine lately and had after that. So anyway, I thought they all came out quite nice. I was pretty proud of them. Some of the inspiration for these houses came from pictures I saw on the internet and then trying to kind of copy them as much as possible. It's kind of hard, really, unless somebody tells you exactly how to do something, how they actually did something. I got the inspiration for this house from my childhood home, actually, although the lot wasn't big enough to really give it the detail, but that was the whole idea for that house. I just like those colors, the gray and the stone. The brick is nice, and I like that, but I don't know why those animals want to spawn up on my flower boxes. I have to kill them. Some friends of mine gave me the idea and showed me how to do their mansions, and so I tried that, and I didn't finish it for the video, but after that, Kane and I finished it and got the roof on it. And then there's the lake you can see that goes all down through there. This was a super flat map, so that was a lot of work. CJ started this. He was going to make, I thought, a gated community, but he never did come back. And so Kane said, well, don't tear it all down. We can do something with it. So he helped me, and we were kind of getting rid of some of the brick fence. And then he decided to put steps up to it, and then he left, kind of, sort of. He got kind of bored with it. So I just took it and I made a mansion. And then on the left, Khaleesi made that house, and she made the park. You can barely see it, but it was on the right. CJ began this house, but didn't quite finish it, and then Logan and I finished that. Khaleesi started the one on the left and didn't finish it. I finished that. On the right, the iron, Trenton started that and was going to make a giant, huge, tall house, and I didn't like that, so I've been tearing it down. He didn't come back anyway. Logan made that nice house. It's like a modern little house. Kane made me an oasis. It was to come from the back of the other house and run across the lake with a bridge, and then you walk in there and you have this nice little serene area to be in. It was beautiful. I'll show it to you some other time. On the left there, Kane started that house and then didn't finish it, so I finished it. Dark Sonic, I think is his gamer tag, or Connor, he did that little place there, and that was like a castle effect. Parker, Bama Boy, I think is his gamer tag, made the lake and the trees and that house next to it. And he also made this little game area where you throw snowball into a little thing and pistons or whatever it is make it pop up if you get it in. Logan, DXD Shadow, made the Maid's Tower. I thought he did a wonderful job. Parker did a nice job on his house, too. Logan's roller coaster, and that's kind of very nice, I thought. That gives people something to be entertained with when they come. And this is just kind of soaring through, giving you a little look at everything from a different vantage point. This was the most recent stuff that we did coming up. Platform Logan did that. That was for protection. He made the skyscraper and real tall building. We didn't finish it yet. It needs windows and stuff. But I did a lot of buildings, and this was going to be like the commercial district of the village. And mainly I was doing it because of these people's map that I went to, and they had the flower boxes, but they didn't put flowers. They put the leaves and made it look like a shrub type thing, and I just thought it was beautiful. So in order to put them, I had to have something to put them on, so I came and decided to make some buildings. I think I could be called No Life, maybe. Maybe that's what they would call me, because I seem to have too much time to play on my Xbox. Oh well. I call it life. It's what I enjoy doing. And as you go further on, you'll see a pyramid that Khaleesi and I made, and I got the inspiration for that particular one from The Sims 3 World Adventures, and it was the Pyramid of the Burning Sands.